So good afternoon everyone. So today we're going to discuss about Afro-Asian literature. So for today's objective, we have to identify the major and the minor character roles in the plot of an Afro-Asian short story and discuss the methods of characterization employed in Afro-Asian short story. But before that, let us do this activity. We have to complete the crossword puzzle here. Can you please read the across number 2 and number 5? For number 2, the struggle or the problem between two opposing forces in a story. What do you think is that? Yes, correct. That is conflict. How about number 5? Any written works that can be prose or poetry. Yes, the correct answer is literature. Okay, in this activity, let us uh, review what you have discussed last time in your Philippine literature. Can you please give at least key concept on your lesson in Philippine literature? Literature can be, like for example, literature can be uh, fiction or non-fiction. Literature can be prose or poetry. Literature can be written in prose or poetry. Then study the picture below here. What do you think these pictures represent? What country it represents? Okay, it represents India. So today we're going to read the story on Panchatantra. Okay, but before that, let us analyze these pictures. Can you tell me? Can you tell me about what this picture about? Okay, character and characterization. Okay, so when say character, character is an individual, whether human or animal, or other being who acts and is acted upon within a narrative or dramatic work. They are the central figures that drive the plot and engage the reader. Characterization, on the other hand, is the technique used by the authors to bring characters to life and make them relatable to the audience. It involves shaping a character's personality, motives, and overall presence in the story. There are two types of characterization. The first one is direct characterization. So when say direct characterization, the author explicitly states a character trait such as stating he was kind and gentleman. The other one is indirect characterization. The author shows the character's trait through their actions, dialogue, thoughts, appearance, and how others react to them. This allows the reader to infer the character's personality based on their actions, their lines, dialogues, thinking. Okay. So why is characterization is important in a certain literary piece like a short story? So effective characterization helps reader connect with and understand the characters, driving the plot and creating a compelling narrative. It allows the authors to explore complex themes and human nature through their characterization. Panchatantra is a compilation of interwoven series of tales in a prose and poetry, mostly animal fable. It was compiled in Sanskrit and Pali. The compilation, attributed to the Pandit Vishnu Sharma, is considered by the most scholars to be dated around 3rd century before the current era and to be based on older oral civilization. Through cross-border mutations, adaptations, and translation, the Panchatantra remains the most popular work of literature, especially amongst storytellers. So here are the words that we may encounter in the story. Let us unlock them. We have the Brahman. So when we say Brahman refers to the ultimate reality, the supreme cosmic power, and the source, goal, and purpose of all spiritual knowledge. The other one is Hinduism, originated in the Indian subcontinent, specifically in the Indus River Valley, which encompasses parts of the modern-day India and Pakistan. It's considered one of the oldest religions in the world, with its roots tracing back to the ancient cultures and traditions of the region. Unlike other major religions, Hinduism doesn't have a single founder or specific date of origin. On the other hand, Buddhism originated also in India. It was founded in the northeastern part of the Indian subcontinent around the 5th century before the current era by Sid- Siddhartha Gautama, who later became known as the Buddha. The Lion Makers. In a certain town where four Brahmans were live in friendship, three of them had reached the far shore of scholarship but lacked sense. The other found scholarship distasteful. He had nothing but sense. One day they met for consultation. "What is the useful of attainments?" said they, "if one does not travel, win the favor of kings, and acquire money. Whatever we do, let us travel." But when they had gone a little way, the eldest of them said, "One of us, the fourth, is dullard, having nothing but sense. Now nobody gains the favorable attention of kings by simply sense without scholarship. Therefore, we will not share our earnings with him. Let him turn back and go home." Then the second said, "My intelligent friend, you lack scholarship. Please go home." But the third said, "No, no, this is no way to behave, for we all have played together since we were little boys. Come along, my noble friend, you shall have a share of the money we earn." With this agreement, they continued their journey, and in a forest they found the bones of a dead lion. Thereupon, one of them said, "A good opportunity to test the ripeness of our scholarship. Here lies some kind of creature dead. Let us bring it to life by means of the scholarship we have honestly won." Then the first said, "I know how to assemble the skeleton." The second, "I can supply skin, flesh, and blood." And the third said, "I can give it life." So the first assembled the skeleton, the second provided the skin, flesh, and blood, while the third was intent on giving the breath of life, the man of sense advised against it, remarking, "This is a lion. If we bring him to life, he will kill every one of us." "You simpleton," said the other, "it is not I who will reduce scholarship to nullity." "In this case," came the reply, "wait a moment while I climb the convenient tree." When this had been done, the lion was brought to life, rose up and killed all three. But the man of sense, after the lion had gone elsewhere, climbed down and went home. And that is why I say, scholarship is less than sense. Therefore, seek intelligence. Senseless scholars in their pride made a lion, then they died. So answer the following questions on your notebook. Also then can you please compare or give takeaways regarding the significance of culture of tradition in the Philippines and Indian literature using Venn diagram. So give the comparison, the similarities and the differences. And then also in your notebook, can you please do this?